should I do all the work and get nothing in return?
If you cover for Lulu, I'll owe you a favor. Anytime, no questions asked.
I think you got yourself a deal.
The jackal is most confused. I thought if Maxie was so enamored with the debonair designer, why is she so flirtatious with the mob prince?
Because Johnny is smoking hot, not to mention insanely rich, and I think that, yeah, it is about time that I take something else away from Lulu.
I did everything you asked. I made Johnny happy, pretended to love him, all to keep my dad out of prison, but you decided to go to the cops anyway, so you're going to have to find somebody else to work your son. I'm done.
It probably would be best for you.
You may want to rethink that.
Really? What part of I'm done don't you understand?
Girlie, you don't come into my house and tell me what's going on. I make the rules. You don't follow them, your family pays the price.
Well, my dad's already skipped out of town, so there's nothing else you can do to him.
You will stay with my son. You will convince Johnny that you love him, and you will keep him happy. And if you don't, I will see to it that your brother, the cop, dies. Maybe in the line of duty, because then he could be buried with all the bells and whistles, the flag over the casket, and the speeches by the commissioner and the mayor, and a 21-gun salute. It would be a funeral for a real hero.
Don't you dare hurt Lucky.
You hurt Johnny, and I'll have to. Are we clear?
She's just like her father. Unpredictable. Why are you giving yourself a headache? Take her out now.
It's too late. Johnny's already attached. Whatever my son wants, he gets. Until I decide differently, not you.
I don't want Morgan anywhere near his father. When one of Sonny's enemies tries to take him out, Kate.
No, Carly, I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt. I told myself that you were in shock and you were grieving and you needed time, but it's becoming more and more apparent it's not about what's in Morgan's best interest. You blame Sonny and you want to punish him.
Why would I want to punish him? What's that going to do? Is it going to bring Michael back? Mm-mm. He's still going to be in a coma, trapped in his body, unable to get out, Kate, so...
And Sonny is grieving the same way you are, Carly. What I don't understand is why you would want to add to that by taking away his other son.
Okay. All right. I get that it's breaking your heart to see Sonny all torn up. But I think your concern is misplaced. Because once Sonny's done crying and swearing that everything is going to change, he will go back to business as usual. And when he does, he's not going to want one reminder of the night Michael was shot. You will be replaced by another woman. I don't really care. I don't give a damn about what Sonny does with his life or who he chooses to share it with, as long as Morgan isn't a part of it. Get the hell out of my house.
Take some time and think about this. Consider all your options before you rush headlong into anything.
I know what I'm doing.
Well, I hope so. Because once the paperwork is filed, you won't be able to change your mind.
We cannot go back to the way things were, Diane. Not after what happened to Michael. Giving up Morgan is not gonna keep him safe. My enemies already know that he's my child. He's gonna be confused. And he's going to feel abandoned. He's too young to understand why Michael had to go away. If I disappear now, right? Mm-hmm. He's going to think that he did something wrong I don't want my little boy thinking any of this was his fault.
Here's a novel thought. Why don't you try telling all of this to Carly before you rush into an irrevocable legal action?
Diane, do you not think that I've already tried talking to Carly? She doesn't listen. She's too angry. I gotta do what I think is right.
But you seem convinced that this is the only way to keep your family safe. Have you even considered the impact that this decision will have on your life?
When I first found out I was pregnant, I had no idea what to expect. I just knew that all of a sudden my body wasn't mine anymore. There was this little being inside dictating everything that I did, what to eat, when to pee. And I started this vlog as a way to reach out to other mothers, to share my own experiences, but also get some advice on how to deal with my pregnancy.
All of my patients who have watched love that Robin just tells it like it is. All the little frustrations and the big ones, including you.
Well, your patients must be browsing another blog or misunderstanding mine, because so far my experience has been awe-inspiring and positive for the most part. And if I've mentioned you at all, it was just in passing, as in my baby's father, yada, yada, yada.
Dr. Scorpio, the lab has some questions about blood work you ordered.
What's Robin saying about me?
Oh, no. Trust me, you don't want to know.
How is she?
There's no sign of infection. She could still use some stitches, though.
She's sitting right here. Am I going to make it without him?
As long as you stay off your feet and get plenty of rest.
What about, like, antibiotics or...
Course is generally recommended, but she can't get a prescription without seeing a doctor.
That's not an option.
So your best case is to keep it clean and try not to move around too much. So no tossing or turning or bouncing.
Bouncing?
Just don't do anything that would aggravate the wound.
Thank you.
I'm glad I could help.
You could help a lot more if you forgot that you're Sonny here.
She's giving me her word. You can trust her, okay? I trust her. Nadine, I'll see you out.
Is this your room? The one you shared with Emily?
Greetings. The Jackal received your most urgent message and has responded post-haste, but is still uncertain as to what the nature of your distress is.
Look, I need to find Jax as soon as possible. It's an emergency.
Does the Valkyrie believe that her White Knight was abducted by unidentified minions of darkness? If so, Stone Cold should be alerted immediately.
No. Jax is gone because of me. Because I wanted to go with Sonny alone to take Michael to Manhattan, and Jax offered to follow, but I wouldn't let him, which is totally stupid, and I don't know why I thought for 1 minute that Sonny would be reasonable and unselfish and sign his rights to Morgan away. I mean, I should have known this was going to happen.
I'm sorry, that your White Knight in Aussie Armor would lose his bearings on the way back from Michael's new facility?
No. He never went. That's the problem. He wanted to go, but I told him no, and I pushed him away, and now he thinks I don't need him. Which is untrue, because right now I need him more than ever.
If you go through with this decision, it's going to affect a heck of a lot more than just your relationship with Carly. You are going to have to make some fundamental changes in the way you live your life.
Enough with the warning, Diane. Just draw up the papers. Thank you.
Fine. I'll have a draft ready for your approval tomorrow.
Boss has been in a terrible mood all morning. I hope he didn't come down too hard on you.
Well, your concern is very sweet, Max, but I am more than capable of handling Sonny and his dreadful temper. Heaven knows I've had enough practice lately with him appointing himself keeper of my personal life, dictating who and what I'm allowed to do.
I don't care what the boss says. If I want to see you, I'm gonna.
Well, I'm very